Hello there YouTube, Easy Rage here, and this is my Runescape account. If you don't recognize me, or you think there's something weird about my character, it's because she's a woman, and she has boobs, and she doesn't really match my voice because I'm a dude. So, yeah, this is gonna be my bank and my bank valuation, so yeah, let's go into the bank now. Now, okay, so here I'll show you first my infinite tab here, whatever that is. So I've got my strange rocks here, and some bone things, and water skins, which is pretty useless. Now we'll get into the stuff that really matters. This is like where the real bulk of my value is. So here's my runes. As you can see, I have 255 law runes, and 306 nature runes. That's a lot, especially like when it's paired with this 1001 fire runes and 157 death runes. I could cast like in total, like when you include all these staves that I have, like 400 spells probably, if not more actually. Probably like 600 actually, maybe even more. So yeah, that's a lot of spells. And then I have all my robe collection here, as you can see by me like wiggling all of these items around like this. That means that that item is important. So here I have desert robe, and I'm gonna shake it because desert robe is pretty important, especially if you want to go in a desert. You need to know where it is. Therefore, shaking the robe on my video will make it easier to find. For some reason, I don't have a combat robe top because I can't find it. I don't know where it went. I think maybe I lost it in PvP at some point or something. Or maybe at some point in this bank video, we'll find it, and I'll be like, hey, there it is, and then we'll move it over here. But I don't really know where it is. So, as you can see, I have Wizard Robe, which is extremely valuable. If you play RuneScape, you would know. And then, actually, I have a Zamorak Staff, which is really nice. So I'm going to shake it violently and make it look cool. And I'm going to right-click it. And I'm going to start right-clicking my robes and moving off really quick, pretending that you can see what each robe is by doing that. Okay, so, oh yeah, Fremnik Cloak. That's really valuable because that means that I bought it off of the GE. Oh yeah, Skeletal Top. And actually, I have almost full Mystic Robe set, which is pretty damn good. If you've ever played RuneScape, you would know. And I have one Varrock Telly tab because I'm a PKer, and Varrock Telly tabs are always important to have. Okay, so now here's my range tab. As you can see, I have a maple shortbow. Actually, two of them, just in case I withdraw one. That way I don't lose my icon there. And then I've got my green D'hide set, which is pretty good. And then I have my blue D'hide set, which is way better. And it's actually worth a lot of money. So I'm going to right-click it so that you can see what they are. And now I have Swamp Paste, and an Orange Sally, and Iron Knives, and Mithril Arrow, as you can see from the right-clicking. And there's actually a lot of these. There's enough to bow 1,675 times and throw 774 Iron Knives. So that's a lot. Right, now here's my melee tab. So as you can see, I have a full iron set and an extra Runekite shield. There's a good story behind this, so I'm going to shake it wildly and right-click it a bunch of times to begin the story. So basically, I was gambling, and the guy wanted to gamble, and he didn't have much money, so he just gambled a Runekite shield, and I won. Okay, so now I got a Rune 2H sword, and a Rune Skimmy. That's because I'm a good PKer, and when I'm in F2P, you need a Rune 2H sword to last hit. And then I bought a Granite shield because I thought that they would look cooler than a Runekite, but I was wrong. So this is a damage book. I don't have any pages because I lost my book that was completed. And then I have a black full helm, which kind of sucks. So yeah. And then I have a full Addy set. I gained this from the Duel Arena because I wanted to stake it, but nobody would stake me for it. I don't know why. Addy is worth so much, and that actually has a scimitar with it too. So here I've got my dragon plate and boots and my dragon weapons. And I actually got this dragon spear last night from a drop from the Hill Giants, which was pretty cool. I seen it and I was like, wow, that's only worth 33k, but I got it from Hill Giants, which is so cool. And then I have a dragon square shield, and then I've got my Ignitate and all this stuff. And my whip is actually white, which is a lot cooler than most people's whips, which are usually red and brown and stuff like that. And then I have full Verax. As you can see, I used it. which means that I have high enough stats to use it, which is pretty good. And then I have Tauric hams, which suck really bad, and I bought them when I couldn't use them, and like, yeah, they just suck really bad. And then I've got a Granite Maul, because PKing with Granite Maul is fun. And then I got a bunch of Stelms, and I got a Spine Body, and a Silver Sickle Blessed, which is cool, and a Warrior Helm. And then also Obby Shield, which is pretty good. Now this is like my miscellaneous, gloves, boots, capes, and then jewelry. So yeah, as you can see here, I'll just show you some of the really valuable things. Ring of Wealth right there, and we've got a Army of Glory right there, and 2 rings. And I actually didn't buy these; these were given to me by a nice person. And then I got a Void Seal, which is worth like tons of money, so I'm going to shake it violently. Okay, and then my Zami Cape, which, if you didn't know, went with the Zamorak staff. So yeah, I'm a loyal follower of Zamorak. What else? Okay, so here's my Skillers tab. So as you can see, I have a lot of clean Guams. That's because I'm constantly making attack potions. And then I've got my Ami farming. Here's my seeds. As you can see, I have some really valuable seeds. Like here's the Spirit Weed seed. That's worth quite a bit. And then I've got, tomato seeds, 48 of them actually, so that's more than like I could ever use. And then Guam seeds, because I use a lot of Guam to make a lot of attack potions, so I need Guams, especially since I can't plant them because my my farming is too low. And then I've got a U seed, which is pretty valuable. I keep that because my money stack is too full, so I don't want to sell it. And then I got bunch of potions here. Prayer potions, better right click those so that you can see them. 93 energy potions, which is quite a lot. And then more potions, 10 defense potions, and actually this one's like a 4 dose, so it's pretty good. I'll actually prove to you, actually I better do that with these too, because you might not believe they're real. Like if I mass click it, I like withdraw them, and I can deposit them, which means that I didn't hack that number up. And then I've got my mining gear. I have a rune pickaxe, which is pretty good, and then a bunch of ores that I got just today. This one I got for free from the spinning wheel, which is pretty good. And then I have a steel bar and living minerals. These are actually, I really like these because you can mine a lot of them while you're getting attack and defense XP and stuff, and I don't really know what they do aside from being sellable. So yeah. And then I've got my a huge assortment of rune crafting gear because I am heavy into rune crafting. And then I got my charms and summoning stuff because I'm level like 9 summoning, 9 or 8 maybe. But and then I got just a bunch of various stuff here. Actually, this is summoning. I better move it over here. And then a rune hatchet and 4,000 willow logs because I'm going to be doing fletching. Okay, so now we're going to go into my untradables and like miscellaneous crap. So here I've got my untradables, almost full mime. I only need the 2 other pieces, the mask and the body. And then I've got full camo, except for the cap, so I'm pretty close. And then I've almost got full lederhosen, I just need the cap and the legs. And then I've almost got full frog, I just need the body gear. And then acrobat stuff from that one place, which I don't really know. And then shirt and skirt, shorts, I mean. And then I got freaking 2 full flower sets, and 4 extra blues, 2 extra oranges, 6 extra reds, an extra purple, and an extra multi-cold, which is pretty awesome. And then my riches tab. So I've got 1.4 mil, 25.6k total, and for some reason everyone puts their riches, or their food in their riches tab. So here's my lobsters and my cakes. And then I've got keys and other various things here. I'm going to actually go do this scroll. So, yeah, that was my bank. But I'm actually, just because you guys are so awesome, I'm going to do a price check for you guys to show you how much I'm worth, because you guys are worth it. So obviously, like, I don't know what in here would be worth a lot. Okay, let's go rune pickaxe and rune axe are worth a lot. And then rings of wealth and the Ami of glory, because that's worth a lot. And we'll do all my rune, because rune is worth a lot. And we're going to do my granite shield. But my Addy is too, if I take it out, I might accidentally eat it, so I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to pull out all my dragon. And we'll take a look at actually, you guys are worth it. So I'm gonna pull out my whip. I just have to make sure I'm pulling it out in note mode, otherwise I might accidentally eat it. And actually, I don't think I can check the value of my Verax today because it's actually I'm gonna pull it out just in case I can. Okay, so I'm gonna leave Torex hams because they're not worth like anything at all. But there's actually these natures are worth a lot. So we're gonna price check this now, and we're gonna. Oh no. Okay, so 1.4 mil. Here we go. As you can see, I'm adding all of them, and I'm going to shake one to show that it's kind of like my keystone item. And, oh, yeah, see, they're not tradable. And so is Abyssal Whip isn't, because it's colored. So most of my items are worth 1.35 mil, and then I've got 1.4 mil, which is, here, I'll open my start menu, and I'll make this easy on you guys and myself. And I'm going to go 1.445 mil. And then we also have a whip, which is a Abyssal Whip. I'm a good speller. Okay, Abyssal Whip, 300, 400k. We'll just round up because we rounded down on all the other ones. Okay, so as you can see, I'm worth 4.68 mil, and I know that's a lot. Like, most of you guys probably aren't worth half of what I am, but you know, just keep on, just do what I did, and just like keep trying your hardest, because eventually one day, you know, you'll be really rich, and it's not an explainable phenomenon. You just randomly become rich. So yeah, that's pretty much how I did it. That's how I got all my riches. I just kind of waited around for a long time, and then they just came naturally. So that's what I would recommend for you. So best thing to do, log into RuneScape today, join Subsistence. I always forget how to pronounce it, so I look at the spelling, and it's like I just know how to spell it or say it after I read the spelling for it. Because when I remember things, I'm a reader. I'm the kind of person that learns from reading. But yeah, so so go to subsistence clan subsistence. Sorry, it's clan-subsistence.com, and apply and sign up. We don't actually have any. You don't have any mandatory level, but you know, I'm really rich, so I can help you make money and stuff. By just standing around. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. But I'll see you in my next bank video tomorrow when I have more money. Bye.